Hi, I'm George with the Reach Solar team, and I'm glad you're on my team. And I want to present to you a new process that I think will get you excited to help start making money, both short term, not as much short term, but more long term. So you've planted the right seeds so you can make more money with your part-time business. So what I want to do is share a process that I've done. It's got two components to it, both to help. Let me bring that up for you. So here's the process. What we want to do, we want to set a goal or a mission to where you can get one power bill per day to work with it and then submit it. We're going to base this on, there's 4 weeks in a month. That's pretty normal. And then there's two items here. One, we want you to work only as much as you need to per day that you're able to collect a power bill. Number two, then decide on how many days per week you want to work and enter that. So what we want to do here is decide how many days you're going to work. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, 5 days. And the way it works is if you just get one power bill per day, and if you choose, for example, here, you're only going to work one day Monday, then after a week, because you only worked one day that week, you're going to get one appointment for the week. That would be 4 for the month. And if you sell one out of every 4, which is approximately what the amount is, then you'll have one sale per month. And after the second sale, you'll make roughly $2,000 per sale. So you'd make $2,000 for bringing in one sale for the month. Or you could work 2 days, let's say Monday and Tuesday or Monday and Wednesday, but you work 2 days. So you got 2 appointments for that. You got 8 for the month. Close 2, it's 4,000. Or you could work 3, 4, and 5 days. And if you got one power bill turned in for 5 days for the first week, you'd have 5. Then if you did that 4 weeks, you'd have 20. Then if you sold 1 out of 4, you'd sell 5 at 2,000. So you would make $10,000 for the month. Now that may be your goal, it may not. But then what I want you to do is over here, choose what's your financial goal and write it in here of what your goal is. Now, kind of interesting, if you say I'm going to work 5 days a week and I'm going to work as long in the day as it takes to get that power bill, it may take you 10 minutes, it may take you 30 minutes, it may take you 2 hours, I don't know, because that varies. But let's say there's some days that you don't get a power bill. Let's say you only get it Monday and Tuesday or Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but you only get 3 for the week, which would be 3 for the week. And if that happened every 4 weeks, you'd get 12 and you would make $6,000. So it's very easy to calculate it. You can track it yourself. Second, if you want to do this full time or work a little bit harder, let's say you set your personal goal to get 2 appointments a day and you're going to work as long as it takes to get that. So again, we have Monday. If you got 2 for 1 day for the week, you'd get 2. You get 8 for the month because 4 weeks times 2 is 8. You close 1 out of 4, you get 2, and you'd make $4,000. Now, if you did that every month, that's $48,000 for part-time work. Or you could do it 2 days, 3, 4, or 5. If you worked 5 days and you got 2 per day, that'd bring you 10. 10 times 4 is 40. If you closed 10 of those, you'd make $20,000. So you get to choose how many days you want to commit and how many appointments you're going to work till you get in that. And I recommend you start with 1. If you could do 1 a day, you'd make $10,000. But you can also get somewhere in there because there may be days that you're not able to work. Then simply just take that number, multiply it by 12. And as an example, if you got $10,000 a month times 12, that's $120,000 part-time. Or you could do it full-time and get $240,000. Okay, not bad. But remember, be flexible as you need because you decide to work 5 days a week, part-time, or you may get your power deals as planned, it may not work. So just use that as a guideline. You can also create your own. You may say, I only want to work Monday and Tuesday, or Saturday and Sunday, or Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then track your own and set your own goals to do that. So that's the first one, to give you a concept how simple this is and how easy it is. And you may just set to try to say, I'm going to get a power bill in 30 minutes each day, or when the baby's asleep, or as soon as all the kids go to bed, then you can do it. And that's how you can do it. If you need help in how to do that, call me back at 404-964-6000, and we'll talk about the rapid funnel and other ways to do it. The second, so that's one way to make money, is to get power bills, and you'll get direct compensation for the direct efforts you do. The second approach is, what if you built a team? Do you know anybody out there that would like to make extra money on the side? And if they do, then here's a method that came from this guy, Frank and Teresa. Altcoin is AUCOIN, and here's his address right here. Go look at it, and I highly, highly recommend you purchase their book called The 10 Legacy Lessons of Wealth. They're multi-millionaires, and they share this with you exactly what to do. But what he said, and this is his chart, I give him and Teresa all the credit, and he gave me permission to use it. So thank you very much, Frank, for that. But he says if in the first month, you only bring in you and one other person that wants to make extra money on the side, and then the second month, you bring in another one, and the two of you bring in another one. Now you got 4. And what would happen, you would bring in just 12 people in a year, and then all the other people would bring it in. But if you notice, it goes 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, all the way down to month 12, where you'd have 4,096 people in your group. And with the Solar Reach program, you get bonuses when they produce results of solar installations. And your bonuses can range from 2,400 to 9,000 and 21,000, even up to, if you had 5 teams that got 6 installs to go in the same month, you'd be eligible for like $90,000. So that doesn't happen in month 1, 2, or 3. But imagine if in a year you had built up a team where you had passive recurring income coming out of their effort, in addition to what you're doing on your own. So how do you do that? Everybody asks me, well, how do I get people? Well, we have these scripts that are in the Rapid Funnel app. And if you're not familiar with that, reach out to me quickly and we'll go over how to do it. It's free, and it also has all the scripts in it. But the 2 major scripts that we found that work, that make this so easy for you, is one is a script if you're looking to collect a power bill. You just reach out to people, either on the phone, on text, or social media, however you reach out to them, and just ask them this simple question. And you should memorize this. 1, have you ever looked at how much you could save on your electricity and taxes with solar? And you're going to get a reply, and your response is, great, give me a copy of your power bill, and we'll see if we can save you some money. And by the way, these scripts are already built into the Rapid Funnel, so you'll get to it, and it's very, very simple. Okay, you may take people out of your cell phone and add them in there, and add 10 a day, which will take you 5 to 15 minutes, and that's your activity. Or if they don't, or if you know somebody, you ask them, hey, are you open to making extra income on the side? That's a direct approach. Or we have an indirect approach that says, hey, do you know anybody looking for an extra income? And if you do, then you say, I can send you a video, watch this, and it does all the selling for you. You don't even have to be the salesperson. And if they say, well, what's it all about? You just say, well, I'm new, and let me watch the video. It'll tell it all. So you can hand it off, and it's autopilot, that kind of stuff. Now, as a disclaimer on these charts, they're examples only. They're not guarantees of any results from myself or from Reach Solar, but it's a way that you can look at to get your own business going and grow this long-term so you can have extra money to do the things you want. And imagine if in 1 year you had stepped up to the point where you're building $10,000 a month coming in. Maybe half of it's from your work and half of it's from your team. But what would you do with that? How would you feel? And what would you be doing differently? Write that down so you know what you need. Thanks very much. And again, call me at 404-964-6000 or George Ishii, ISHEE @gmail.com. Glad to help. Thanks.